Hey everybody, welcome to Yoga with Simone, and I'm Simone. Wouldn't it be funny if I was somebody else? Uh, we're going to start on our back today. We're going to bring you a YIN, and we're just going to get started on our back. Hi, Bella. Hi, Bella. Um, and if you have a dog or a cat, you know how quickly they come into frame or onto your mat. Um, So engage with them as much as it feels good, but then find a little bit of space to let yourself know and them know that it's yoga time. We're just going to start here with about 5 breaths. Mostly your body is still. And it may be the case that if it's not completely still, there's a little bit of spread and movement through the toes and fingers. Just to kind of officially almost open up those places and echo into other places. And then once you've had your way with that, let that go into still. And maybe take a nice letting go, pseudo powerful exhale breath out the mouth. Keep your jaw soft, but breathe in and out through the nose. We've got about an hour of time together today, give or take a few minutes. So just knowing that you have time to explore rest in your body, softness in your body, but strength in your body too, and clear inhales and exhales through the nose. You have time here. I'm going to invite you to stretch your left arm overhead and roll into the fetal position from that. Curl into this really humble place, this soft place. Maybe using that left arm as a pillow. And then for the next 2 breaths before we go anywhere, try and spread the space between your shoulder blades. Hi, BB. With a big inhale through the nose, spread, and a big exhale. And then use your other palm. So for me, right palm, probably for you, right palm. Pick yourself up. And you're going to come into a sit. I'm going to invite you to use 2 props today. And one of them you might use right away for your sit. So if you need to pause me to get a block, go ahead and get a block. And also grab a strap, okay? If you don't have a yoga strap proper, one that either holds your mat or that other strap that works as a strap in practice, you can use a belt or a man's tie. So if you need to pause me to get that going, feel free. And then if you want to sit on your block to perch your sit bones up higher and tilt your pelvis down, you can do that. It's a nice little layer to getting a longer, straighter spine. And then you can cross leg usually a little easier. It helps also the joints kind of move into this space with the knees hanging heavy forward. Okay? And then use the sit bones, whether they're on the ground or on your block, to kind of sit up your spine taller. Be aware of any caving in the spine and try and correct that space into a long spine. So as I said, this is going to be a yang yin, but we start off with a little yin. We get into our yang and flow, and we return to yin afterwards. So we want to warm up the body to earn that flow. You're going to take your strap. You're going to hold it a little wider than shoulder width distance up over your head. And then just feel breath come in and out through the nose and through the front of your chest and through the whole of your torso and through the life of your arms. Right? Why not? You got your arms overhead. You might as well use the breath to be in power, to be in strength here. Now you're going to take a big inhale and a sigh out exhale. And then take another inhale with arms overhead. And through the out the nose exhale, bring your arms back. If you need to go wider through the straps till your arms kind of touch the strap down to your lower spine, do that. And then on an inhale, pick it up. It helps to pull the strap away. And then on an exhale, bring it over and in front of you. And move as slow and as wide through the hands as you need to. Inhale to come up overhead. Out the nose to go up behind you. Rotation through the shoulders. Really important for flow. Shoulders need to be open. Inhale, come up overhead. Again, you might go wider through the hands, but still pull them away. Exhale, out in front. Got it? Long spine, guys. Inhale overhead. Out the nose, behind, creating this kind of rounding and opening till the strap touches your lower back, bum area. 2 more. Inhale overhead. Exhale out in front. 1 more cycle of it. Inhale overhead. So we'll go back and then front. Exhale to the back. 1 last time to complete the cycle. Overhead. Inhale. Out in front. Exhale. Let the strap go. You can keep it nearby your mat. You can shrug up your shoulders back. If you shrug them back a couple of times, try shrugging them forward. Feel mobility. Good. Stretch your arms overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, right arm underneath the left. Garudasana Eagle. Pick up the elbows in front of your face, almost aligned with your shoulders. And dristi your stare to your arms. Soft gaze is the dristi. Deep breath in as you kind of feel the left elbow push down to the right. Deep breath out as you bring the right elbow up against the left. Slide the shoulder blades down the length of the spine a little more. So you'll feel that hug in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release the arms down and then inhale them up right away. Breathe in. Put your left arm underneath the right, even out. Eagle arms, Garudasana, elbows a little higher. They go more in line with your shoulders. Your arms cover up the gaze straight ahead, but soften that gaze. Almost as though you got a little point of focus into the arms. Soften the jaw. Press the right elbow down to lift the left elbow up against it. Take another inhale and exhale. Stay. Shrug the shoulder blades down the length of the spine. Feel that detail. In breath. Exhale. Yeah. And then let go of the arms. Breathe in. Soft fingers by your side body. Breathe out. Take yourself off your block if you're sitting on it. And then whether you were sitting on it or not, you're going to need it now. You're going to turn around to face the front of your mat in a tabletop. And as you do that, guys, you're going to use your block in between your hands. So your tabletop has the block in between each thumb, your fingers wide. Knees about hip width distance, shoelaces to the mat or curled toes under, your choice, yogi's choice. Take an inhale to drop your belly to arch the spine. Out the nose, take an exhale to round the spine, push through hands and knees. Push through the hands like they're working away from one another, but they don't move. And then inhale, arch the spine, drop the belly down, fan the bum back. Chin is neutral to look straight ahead. And then exhale, round the spine, push through hands and knees. Shoulder blades get a little higher here. Good. And then inhale, flat back. And then exhale, walk your right hand towards the left, and then your left hand more towards the left, and then walk, walk, walk to the left. Feel the stretch on the right side. Breathe in. And then put your bum towards your heels in this stretch. Breathe out. Lateral stretch through the right side. Take advantage of the space you're opening up. Breathe in and out. Come back up through the hips and bum. Inhale. Walk towards center. And then through the exhale, walk towards the right with the hands. Feel a little reach on the hands, a little stretch in the left side body. Stay. Breathe in. And then bum hips back towards the heels. Breathe out. Full breath in into space that opens up on the left side. Full breath out. Come up through the hips and bum. Breathe in. Walk the hands back to tabletop with the thumbs framing the block. Breathe out. Put one forearm at a time on your block. Your block should be at the lowest height, horizontal. Take an inhale as you let your fingertips hang heavy in front of the block. Curl your toes under here to exhale the bum back. And then the bum will get pretty close towards the heels in a kind of modification of child's pose. But you're going to let your head hang heavy in between your arms and maybe even let the hairline touch the mat for a pull all the way up the length of the side body, into the lats, into the shoulders, into the armpits. Stay here. A variation of melted heart here. Deep breath in and out. Take about 3 more breaths. We don't need to go anywhere anytime soon. We want to get the most bang for the buck here in this shape. If you're ever desiring to go deeper in this shape, you walk your knees back a little bit more. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. You're going to use your toes and your knees that are touching your mat to push forward. Pick up the head and the heart forward. You're on a tabletop on your forearms onto the block. And then one hand at a time, frame the block to get up to tabletop proper. Deep breath in and out. You will feel a bit of tenderness all across your chest and in your upper back body as the space gets more spacious and we open up. Take an inhale, curl your toes under. Take an exhale to pick up your knees but hover. Now with your knees picked up and in this hovering position, don't send your bum up, but send it back in a straight line as you push through the toes and the hands. So you're getting into the opening of your shoulders as you put it in there. And then press into the toes and now lift your bum straight up like an elevator into downward face dog. Take a breath in as you arrive in down dog. Take a breath out and stay. So the work that we've just done on our shoulders should allow for your hips to be more up and back, and should allow for a longer spine and more space in your shoulders to open up. Dipping your heart down closer towards your thighs. And the should of this is a little goes a long way in all bodies. Yours might not look like mine. It really shouldn't, because yours is yours. Take a whole breath in and a whole breath out. Micro bend your legs, heels high, everybody. Breathe in. Tiptoe with heels high to the top of the mat towards behind your block. Heels high on an inhale as you forward fold. Exhale, heels down and fold into that. Now your block should be in front of your toes. Stand that block up so that it's vertical and you can place your hands on it and create more of a halfway lift. And then send the weight forward into the fronts of the feet without the heels lifting off. Feel the fronts of the feet kind of open up a little more through the upper legs into the hamstrings, and also pulling in a little bit to the sit bones there. And then as you halfway lift, maybe fingertips to the block, put your shoulders away from your ears to along the neck and spine. Pull your belly navel in. Breathe in. And then fold weight into the fronts of the feet. Breathe out. 3 more of those. That's how Ardha should look. Ardha Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Weight into the fronts of the feet. Shoulders away from the ears. Long neck. Exhale. Fold. We're going to do 2 more. Halfway lift, breathe in. Shoulders away from the ears. Imagine pressing the back of the head into your ceiling. That'll help with long neck. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale, halfway lift. Weight into the fronts of the feet. Navel in. Little dome of the upper spine. Exhale, fold. Micro bend through the legs. Put the block at the top of the mat, maybe off to the side a little bit. Halfway lift as you press through your shins. Use the same principles in your halfway lift. Hands to hips. Stand up. Exhale. Take your arms down. Take a stand for yourself. That's mountain pose. But it's not just any old stand. It's a real stand for yourself here. Be strong, shoulders back, long neck. Slide a little bit of the shoulder blades down the length of the spine and have 1 delicious inhale. Out the nose to exhale. And now we yang and flow. Arms high. Breathe in. Happy class, guys. Exhale, fold. Weight into the fronts of the feet. Ardha Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Hands to shins or the floor. Hands down, step to plank. 2 big steps. Exhale. Heels look up. Broad dome, upper back. Breathe in. Put your knees and shoelaces down. Then bend your arms. Elbows hug into the ribs till you kiss the floor. Press your shoelaces down, tips of the fingers on the floor, elbows look back, baby cobra. Breathe in. Firm bum. Exhale, kiss the floor, breathe out. Curl the toes under, tabletop on an inhale. Listen. Hover the knees off the floor on an exhale. Dome the upper back here. Breathe in. Bum doesn't go up. He goes back and then up. Exhale, downward face dog. Bend the legs, heels high. Listen, breathe in. Right foot to the top of the mat, big step, then left foot. Fold, breathe out. Stand up right away. Inhale. Palms to heart. Through the exhale, then drop the arms down. Stand up with arms overhead. Another round. Breathe in. Hinge at the hips, forward fold, weight into the fronts of the feet. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, press the back of the head to the ceiling. Hands down, big steps to plank, exhale. Dome the upper back body, hug the navel in, breathe in. Knees up, chaturanga to the floor with the elbows hugging the ribs and pointing back. Put the shoelaces down, tips of the fingers on the floor. Inhale, baby cobra, tuck the chin in. Exhale, kiss the floor here, breath out. Curl the toes under, tabletop, inhale. Hover the knees here, pause, dome the upper back, exhale. Take a breath in with hovered knees. Send the bum towards the heels. Then up into downward face dog, exhale, breath. Bend the legs, heels high, in breath. Look forward, left foot, big step. Then right foot, exhale, forward fold. Stand up, arms overhead. Maybe you back bend. You take a little bit of that baby cobra. Hands to heart, exhale. Drop the arms down and then inhale the arms up like you're picking up air with your palms. Exhale, fold. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Plank pose again. Dome the upper back body as you hug the navel in and press through the balls of the feet. Breathe in here, belly in, and then bend the arms halfway as you go forward into the tippy toes a bit. Then upward face dog on an inhale, shoelaces down. Look forward, not up. Belly in, downward face dog. And then 2 breaths here, in and out through the nose. You might bend the left leg to straighten the right leg. Take an inhale and stay for the exhale. Then straighten the left leg and bend the right leg. Take an inhale and stay for the exhale. Then bend both legs with heart closer to the knees, dipping, and then take an inhale. And then ground the heels down with heart back, exhale. Right leg high, breathe in. Knee to right elbow, see if you can touch it, dome the upper back body. Right leg high on an inhale. Touch your left elbow, see about that, dome the upper back body, belly in. Right leg high on an inhale. Step to the right thumb and put your left knee down. Keep your curled toes under. Inhale the arms high. Hook the thumbs, reach up and over, lateral stretch. Breathe out. Stay here and explore space on your left side and kind of facing both armpits forward evenly. So that indicates that your shoulders are level and so are your hips. Breathe in and out. Those back toes are curled under. You're going to come up to center. Breathe in. Straighten the back leg, arms back. Powerful lunge. Crown of the head faces forward. Breathe out. Full inhale and full exhale here. You can try widening the fingers or pressing them tight together for an angle of stretch and strength in the arms. Hands down, stay, breathe in. Kick your right arm up, have a twist, breathe out. Push through the ball of the left foot for a strong left thigh for 3. For 2, you're still breathing. For 1. Inhale the right hand down. Right foot back, hook or hover, exhale, chaturanga. Same exhale. Shoelaces down, up dog, shoulders back, look forward, not up. Downward face dog, exhale, breath. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Press through the pads of the fingers, the backs of the knuckles, claim the mat. Left leg up. Knee to left elbow, touch, dome the upper back body so your belly's in. Inhale up, left leg, and then touch the right elbow and dome the upper back body as you exhale all the breath. Inhale up, 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 spread the toes, step to the left thumb, put your right knee down, curl the back toes under, undulate arms, low lunge, breathe in. Hook the thumbs opposite direction, right? And then up and over to the left, and you're parking it here. So the benefit of parking anything is going maybe a little deeper through each breath that you cycle through. Continue to pull the thumbs away from one another and really open the right side. One more breath in and out. Come up to center, back toes curled under, breathe in. Straighten the back leg, wave the arms back through this exhale, but keep the belly off the front thigh and keep the arms strong. So notice the tendency to kind of flail any energy in the arms, pick up the energy. Breathe in and out. It's easy to recognize the strength of the front leg. Turn on the back leg a little more. Make him work. For 3, for 2. Inhale the hands down, stay. Left arm down to twist without bringing your left hip up. Full breath in and out. It may be the case that the ask of the left hip not going up is a lot, and that's when a block underneath your right hand might help. Breathe in, breathe out. Listen, left hand down, inhale. Foot back, chaturanga, exhale. Shoelaces down, upward face dog, breathe in. Down dog, exhale, breath. Hold your inhale here, hold your exhale. And imagine your side body, so the side of your right hip and the side of your left hip pressing 2 walls away from one another. That external kind of opening in your body for 3, for 2. Bend the legs, heels high, look forward, breathe in. Step the right foot big, then the left foot forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, feet hip width distance, breathe in. Put your peace fingers to big toes, hook on, elbows wide, and opening up even wider, exhale, forward fold, pull. As you wing out the elbows, you get more bang for your buck in this pull, opening the upper back body too. And then actively slide the shoulder blades kind of towards the sit bones for 3, 2, and 1. Let go, feet together. Inhale, chair pose, belly in. Exhale, sit down a little lower, breath out. Take the palms to heart on an inhale. Sit lower and twist to the right. Park your outer left arm to your outer right knee thigh. And then try and bring the prayer hands more center chest rather than into the right armpit. And then look forward onto the mat ahead of your toes, about 2 feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come out of the twist, sit, inhale. Exhale, stand, palms to heart. Drop the arms down, then pick the arms up. Breathe in. Half sun salutation, fold, breathe out. Feet together, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, sit lower. Draw the prayer hands to heart as you sit, breathe in. Exhale, twist the other way. Park your right outer arm to your left outer knee. Try and bring the prayer hands to center chest, and then look about 1.5 feet, 2 feet in front of your toes. So you're doing the twist without necessarily taking the gaze with you. You can feel a little more going through your torso body. For 3, for 2, Come out of it, chair pose, breathe in. I know the legs are singing. Stand up, palms to heart, breathe out. Let the arms go, then arms high, breathe in. We're going to fold, take the sun salutation all the way through, breathe out. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Same exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, shoelaces down. Look forward, not up, please. Down dog, exhale, breath. So we don't do that heavy metal flip of the hair when we do that up dog. You keep your neck body in integrity with your spine, and that's why you're looking forward, chin neutral. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right leg up, in breath. Stay, bend the leg, exhale. Stack the right hip over the left. Turn your right shoulder in and down. Take a breath in. Knee to nose, hold it there, breath out. Stay there, breathe in, dome the upper back. Step through, left knee down, keep the curled toes under. Arms high on an inhale. Left arm underneath the right, eagle arms, breath out. Pick up the elbows higher and work them up and back and feel the spread. Come out of this, neutral, arms high, breathe in. Straighten the back leg, arms back, runner's lunge, breathe out. Take an inhale and an exhale. Adding on, hands down, breathe in. Exhale, right arm high, breathe out. Take an inhale, take an exhale. Right hand down, stay, listen, breathe in. Straighten the front leg, fold in, forehead to shin, breathe out. Bend the leg, breathe in. Put your left heel down, fan your left toes out, warrior two, breathe out. Reach back through the left fingertips so you're not leaning the torso forward, but you're inhabiting a lunge rather than a caving forward. Full breath in and out. Exalt your warrior, dance back, right side open. Breathe in. Straighten the front leg here, then move into Utthita Trikonasana. You can either lend your right fingertips to your right shin or to a block behind or to the inside of your left or right leg, I should say. Full breath in and out. Massage the shoulder. Work your left fingertips to the back of the mat and make a big couple of circles here. Full breath in and out. Do it one more time. And on the exhale, land your left fingertips forward, pointing to the front of the mat, left arm overhead on top of your left ear. Breathe in and out. Come back up to warrior two, inhale. Heel toe the back foot slightly in and move into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. You can see I'm going to use my block to pick up the energy away from the right fingertips going down. Breathe in and out. Full inhale, full exhale here. Awesome. From here, put your left hand down, standing splits. Turn your left toes in towards your right pinky toe. Breathe in as you feel it. Feed the left heel higher. Breathe out as you fold in. You can use your block underneath your hands, or you might practice balancing and grab the right ankle as you fold in. Full inhale. Full exhale, kick. Do a little halfway lift to the heart. Breathe in. Bring your left knee behind and to the outside of the right knee. Bend the right leg, a little flamingo. Sit down, slow and steady. This doesn't have to be perfect. Right foot stepping over the left thigh, left shin down, right hand behind, left arm high, spinal twist. Full breath in, and then twisteroo, breath out. If you feel that your sit bone is popping up, right? Particularly that right sit bone, you might lengthen your bottom leg. Breathe in and out. Good. Come out of the twist on an inhale. Hands to heart here. Right arm to the inside of the right leg. Counter the twist, left hand behind, and push. Push into the right arm just a bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come out of the twist, hands to heart. Breathe in. Pick up the bum, hands forward. Breathe out. Step into, for now, step into plank. Flow it out. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward face dog. Shoelaces ground. Downward face dog. 3 breaths here. So grabbing, for real, the space of your 3 breaths. Kick your left leg high. Inhale. Stay. Bend the leg. Exhale. Stack the left hip. Left shoulder in and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep her up there. Inhale. Knee to nose. Stay. Exhale. Dome the upper back body. Breathe in. Step through. Right knee down. Back toes curled under. Arms high, Anjane, inhale. Right arm underneath the left, eagle arms. Exhale, pick up the elbows, up, up, up. Back, back, back. Spread, spread, spread. Back toes are curled under as you come out of this kind of arch of the spine. Arms high, release, breathe in. Straighten the back leg, powerful pose. Crown of the head forward, breathe out. 1 breath in. Woo, 1 breath out. Hands down, inhale. Left arm up, twist, exhale. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Left hand down, breathe in, stay. Straighten the front leg, fold in, exhale. Bend the front leg on an inhale. Put the right toes down, fan the right heel down, right toes out, warrior 2, exhale. Got that? Right toes looking out, right heel down. And a little reach through your back fingertips. So again, you are not leaning forward, but you're lunging in. Exalt your warrior. Left side open, breathe in. Straighten your leg to come up out of this triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana, breathe out. Be aware of your left side body working to stay elevated rather than dumping down. Be aware of your right side body participating in that narrative too. Full breath in, right thigh strong, full breath out, and then make big circles with the right hand back. And do that a couple of times. And feel mobility of shoulder. Breathe through the deliciousness of this. 1 more to go back. And as you exhale, bring the right fingertips forward and right arm overhead. And stay open through the chest body in this variation of triangle for 3, for 2. Come right into warrior 2, bend the front leg, breathe in. Heel toe the back foot in and kick up the back leg into Ardha Chandrasana as you lift into the strength of your left leg. Spread the back toes as you flex the right foot and stay in energy through that back foot doing something. Energy helping the clout of that right leg to stay high. Right hip on top of the left. One breath in and out. Keep the leg engaged as the right big toe points down and to the left pinky, right hand down. Standing splits, whether your fingertips on the block or on the floor, and kick to feed the right heel high. You might practice balancing, one hand to the ankle, the other hand. I don't know. Try it out, and don't hold on to things that don't work. You're just exploring. Breathe in and out as you fold. Turn the right hip in and down. Do a halfway lift. You'll need your fingertips down on something. Inhale. Kicking higher, and then bring the right knee. Bend to the outside of the left knee. Bend the left leg. Feel a little flamingo for a beat, and then sit down. Left sole of the foot to the ground on the outside of the right thigh. Right shin down. Left hand behind, right arm high to start for half spinal. Make sure your left sit bone is down. Exhale, twist. So you ground your left sit bone down. If you can't feel for that, you lengthen your right leg underneath. And then explore this twist through the power of length in the spine. For 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale back to center, hands to heart. Exhale, right fingertips to the outside of the right bum cheek. Left arm long inside of the leg. And do a little counter. A little goes a long way. Enjoy. Come out of it, hands to heart. Breathe in. Exhale, roll forward, hands down. And there's a micro bend in the arms, just even for a beat here. Now you can step into plank on an inhale, or you can take your inhale here and hop into chaturanga, bent arms, exhale. Shoelaces down, they ground you. Look forward, not up. Downward face dog. Out of the upward dog. 2 whole breaths to be here. Inhale, heels high, micro bend the legs. Big step, or you can hop off the balls of the feet. There's a light bend in the arms to tuck the feet forward. Halfway lift here, feet together, breathe in. Exhale, fold, breathe out. Good. Bend the legs, take it to chair pose, breathe in. Listen, as you stand the right leg long, bring the left knee up, breathe out. Take this left foot back into dancer's pose. First, marry the knees. Dropping the left hip, right arm high, and then maybe kick through the left knee back. I say use the left knee as your arrow because it will keep your heart high rather than tilting forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to knees together, inhale. Step the left foot down, hands to heart. Exhale, feet together. Chair pose, breathe in. Twist, hands to heart to the right, breathe out. Take an inhale as you look forward in your twist. So you're looking about 1.5 feet, 2 feet ahead. And then take an exhale to step the left foot back into a lunge. Stay in your twist. Breathe in. Now look a little bit forward where you're going with your fingertips, or past the right shoulder in your twist. Exhale. Come out of the twist, hands down. Stay. Breathe in. Straighten that front leg, but pop the right toes up, ground in the right heel, breathe out. Put the right toes down, bend the right leg, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two, left heel down, right in, breathe out. Exalt your warrior, inhale, right side open, breathe in. Right arm to 6 o'clock, left arm to 12, breathe out. Big circles again, a couple of times only with the left arm, breathe in and out. And on your next exhale, land the left fingertips forward, overhead, breathe out. Add on, pick up the right arm, palms face one another. Parsavottanasana, full breath in, full breath out. Come up to warrior two, breathe in. Heel toe the back foot in, again, Ardha Chandrasana, same vibe. Half moon, breathe out. In this half moon, you can add on that vibe of dancer's pose, Chapasana. Bend the left leg, scoop up through the left ankle and flex the left foot. And then use a little bit of kick to open your left shoulder and heart. Nothing is wrong except for not breathing, so keep that in mind. 2. You're going to go half moon again, left leg long, left arm to 12 o'clock. Breathe in. Warrior two. Breathe out. Exalt your warrior. Inhale. Good. Cartwheel the hands. Flip the left heel up, left knee down. Exhale. Anjane arms high. Adding on. Breathe in. Listen. Cactus the arms. Elbows in line with your shoulders. Open heart. Breathe out. Take the arms high. Inhale. Hands down inside of the foot. Walk down for a little seat in our lunge. Exhale. And so as we seat in our lunge, what we're doing, it's really inhabiting the asana of this pose, because asana stands for seat. So any asana on the end of any pose name in Sanskrit is actually the sitting part of being in that pose. The sitting part, thus the still part. So be in the seat of this lunge through one inhale and exhale at a time. Never trying to get there, just one breath in and out at a time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Come back up, two hands on the inside of the foot. Inhale. Kick the left heel up towards your head. Scoop with the right hand back. Exhale. And then pull in and feel that in the leg. And as you stay pulled, turn the heart and gaze forward. 3, 2, and 1. Don't slingshot it. Let her go nice. Inhale. Curl the back toes under, straighten the back leg. Exhale. Heel toe the front foot that's up there a little wider. Toes up. Breathe in, or toes out, I should say. Exhale, step the left foot forward into Malasana squat. We're going to sit down. Breath out. Stay maybe with the hands down for support, or maybe you get a little deeper and more strength in this pose. Hands to heart, elbows to the insides of the knees. Full breath in. Full long breath out. Take your hands down, breathe in. Forward fold, point the toes straight ahead, bow your head heavy, breathe out. Nod a little shake. Get rid of anything that wants to hold on in your neck and hang heavy for about 4 breaths. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Heel toe the feet closer together till the toes touch. Exhale. Come into chair pose. Breathe in. And as you straighten your left leg, bring your right knee up. Breathe out. Inhale here. Send the right foot back into Nada Rajasana. Exhale. Open the right leg. It should feel nice to do this because of the work we've done on the right leg in terms of him, her being the standing leg, this rooting leg through the other side. And breathe in and breathe out. Put the feet together, or the knees together. Inhale. Exhale, take a stand, hands to heart, feet together. Breathe in, chair pose, in breath. Prayer twist to the left. Park your right elbow to your outer left knee thigh. But look down at the floor as you press open your right side, left rib cage back. Look forward, take an inhale on the floor. Exhale, step the right foot back into a lunge. Now start to look your gaze towards your left shoulder and up towards the sky in a twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Untwist, hands down, listen, breathe in. Straighten the front leg, flip the front toes up, breathe out. Put the front toes down, bend the front leg, breathe in. Right heel down, right toes out, warrior 2, breathe out. Exalt your warrior, left side open, inhale. Left arm down to 6 o'clock, right arm high, exhale, bent knee triangle. Keep the right side active to pick up the torso and then make big circles with the right arm. 2 rounds of this. Through the legs strong, the right fingertips echo forward on the exhale. Overhead with the right arm. Join the left arm, Parsavakonasana. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Woo. Come into warrior 2. Breathe in. Land. Breathe out. Exalt your warrior. Inhale. Left leg is working. I know. Cartwheel the hands. Right heel up. Right knee down. Exhale. Anjane. Arms high. Breathe in. Cactus with really strong arms like you're pulling a bar down in the weight room. Breathe out. Arms high, come out of the cactus. Breathe in. Longer spine, hands down. Inside of the foot and walk down to the seat of this low lunge. Breathe out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Come up towards the hands on the inside of the foot. Breathe in. You're going to kick the right heel up towards the head. Breathe out. Scoop the left hand back and pull. So there's a bend in the left arm. And feel that open your right leg. And then turn your heart and your gaze forward as you continue to pull open. For 3, for 2. Let it go slow and steady, no slingshotting. Yeah, hand down inside, straighten the back leg, breathe in. Heel toe the left foot wider, point the left toes out like frog foot, and then step the right foot into the same position, Malasana squat. Start by being juicy and sweet in this pose, and then maybe you add on prayer hands, center of the chest, elbows wide to push the insides of the knees wider. Full breath in and out. And so through the practice that is practice, because practice never makes perfect, there's always little imperfections here, right? Like forgetting a pose on one side versus the other. So I want to add that on here to make sure we get that Chapasana stretch if we want, or that Ardha Chandrasana. So as you lift through the heart, take an inhale here. Put the hands down, point the toes in, wide-legged fold, exhale. Good. Breathe in, halfway lift. Feet hip width distance, breathe out, fold. But we'll get into it slightly different. Put your block out in front at the top of the mat. I like it on my hardwood floor. Halfway up, inhale. Hands to hips, stand up, exhale. Bring the feet together, toes, heels touch, hands to heart. So you can do this. Take an inhale here. And then kick back and open up through the hip, left hand down. And that was the benefit of forgetting a pose, is getting into it differently. Now you're really open through that right leg. Do you want to add on Chapasana? Bending the right leg, scooping the right foot or ankle, and opening up. Keep your gaze pretty still to help your body be collaborating with still. Then you're going to go long through the leg if you've got Chapasana. Still, flex the right foot. You're in Ardha Chandrasana. Warrior 2. Breathe in. Good. Cartwheel the hands. Breathe out. Right heel looks up. Step forward, forward fold. Back to home base. Hey now, halfway lift, feet hip width distance. Breathe in. Forward fold again. Breathe out. One more. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Sigh it out, fold. Breathe out. A little variation on a hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe in. You're going to pick up your heels. Go into the balls of the feet. Put your bum to heels. Breathe out. Send your arms up in a stretch. Inhale. Practice hands to heart, a little balancing act. Exhale. Full whole inhale and exhale here. And then go through the motions. Your bum is still at your heels. You put your hands down. Your heels are still up. You're into the balls of the feet. Your heels might have dropped like a very little by putting your hands down, right? Your hands are down, they're chaturanga ready, and they're also not straight. There's a bend in the arms, just to give you some bounce, some juice, some mobility, so you're not fixing right into the joints. You'll take an inhale here, and you'll just push off your hands and chaturanga into the balls of the feet, bend in the arms. Exhale gets that, then inhale, upward dog. And then exhale, downward doggy. And full breath in and out. Come to the knees. Make yourself be in child's pose, but put your arms back. maybe palms facing up, hairline to the ground. Back of the hands resting onto your mat. And this kind of vibe of being open through the open of the palms. And letting all of the effort that we stimulated and we were able to use in our poses, in our transitions, in the strength of our balancing, letting all of that just simmer down to a little bit of a quieter place. And then you might rock your bum, your hips, a little side to side, almost like your shins become an imbalanced teeter-totter, or almost like you could just roll over like Humpty Dumpty. And you play with the peak of that as you roll from side to side. From one outside of the shin to the other. And continue to breathe in and out through the nose as you massage that. It's really like a massage as you massage that in. And then come back to what you deem center and still. And breathe in and out. Take your hands out in front in this child's pose. Wide your fingers and pick up the heels of the hands off the mat so that you get into spider hands, right into the tips of the fingers. And that should right away, as you reach, pull. So not only are the heels of the hands off the ground, but now your forearms and your elbows, the whole of your arms are. It's just your fingertips digging in and pulling open through the length of your arms into the lats and into the shoulder blades. Make that good for yourself. Stretch her in, deep breath in, deep breath out. Keep the heels of the hands off the ground. Come forward with the bum into tabletop. Breathe in. Then put the heels of the hands one hand at a time down. Breathe out. Take your block for your more official yin pose, although that was a nice child's pose. Put it in between your hands like you did at the start. And then everybody, we're going to walk our knees back. I can't say for sure just how much. Maybe a step, maybe half a step. So your knees, if you kind of feel for them, they're not directly underneath your hips anymore. They're just more in line with your sit bones, maybe even a little behind your sit bones. And then you're going to take your forearm onto the block like you did at the beginning for a very deep Anahastasana. So you can see that my spine kind of sunk down. You can get rid of that and pull the navel in just to feel integrity. Breathe in. And then you can send the bum back as much as it's going to go, right? And what happens is now the sync of the heart happens again to correlate with the name of this pose, melted heart, Anahastasana, asana. And with Anahastasana, asana, you get into the asana of this shape, the seat of this shape. So the seat of this shape will have your forehead down. The seat of this shape will have you feeling sensation through the length of the arms and also through the lats and shoulder blades. And it's going to be challenging, no doubt. But if it's a kind of broader sensation and stretch through big pockets of space, I invite you to explore that. If there's anything sharper going on, sometimes you need to go a little wider with the arms. Sometimes you need to go a little less deep. And again, like we did at the top of the class, also less deep might mean stepping the knees more in than what I cued at the beginning of this shape. And then what's really cool about a yin shape, especially a yin shape, because you got time to observe and feel, just be super aware. What's really cool is that if you take a massive big breath in, you're going to feel it in the shape. You're going to feel it generate more space. And then, because you took a big breath in, you get a big breath out. We're yinning it to win it for another minute or so. Option to curl the toes under, just that gesture in the way of movement, nothing else. To press into the toes, heels high, and feel a stretch of the feet. Option. Option to feel that arch of the spine get deeper and deeper as you sink the belly and heart down. Option. And then as you get into the quiet, you're quiet in your space, my quiet in my space, right? We get super aware to all the doings of what's happening in and around us. We also can hear a little deeper inside of us. And so whatever stories are around us, whether they be our dogs, our cats, the garbage being taken out, the beeps of the coffee maker, they're all just stories that we're aware to, because it's good to be in awareness. It's good to be able to name something in your practice. But it's also good to be able to not pursue it. That practice of meditation and staying in. Now, if you don't curl the toes under just yet, do it now. And then use that to kind of walk your knees in a bit, so that when you're getting up your head, there's more space. Get up your head. Woo! And then use that to step your hands to the outsides of the blocks. And then as you get into your tabletop, with your knees a little closer in, so it's a truer tabletop, knees underneath the hips, take an inhale with just a neutral spine, whatever that looks like. And take an exhale to round. And just feel that give you some space. And then go back to neutral. Do not arch the spine. Breathe in. And then put the shoelaces down. Walk the hands towards the knees and sit the bum to the heels. And just let the shoulders and the body of all of this, the arms, kind of upper chest, torso, let it all simmer down. If you got an eye for wandering and attaching to anything in your space, close your eyes. Wander into you rather than outside of you. Deep breath in and out. Take your hands out in front as you open your eyes. Back to a tabletop, framing the block. Breathe in. Downward face dog. Just feel that stretch, particularly as it relates to the space of your shoulders being open. Breathe out. And then use your shoulders open. Don't be afraid. Press into the pads of your hands to work your heart and belly closer to your legs. For 3, for 2. Put your knees down again, tabletop. Breathe in. Take your right hand right away and thread it underneath your left arm, left armpit. If you want more bang for your buck, put your right hand to a little bit of an angle, pointing your right fingertips to 11 o'clock. And then lie quite a bit of weight to your right shoulder and right cheek. You might sit your right or your left hand to your sacrum or wrap around, but lie it down heavy in towards the right hip crease. And focus on practicing a kind of travel-like breath. So if you're to travel anywhere, you take your time taking in the sights. And so as you breathe in and out through the nose, you take your time savoring the breath. And of course, there's always an option in this shape, like I'm now doing for myself, where the left arm is just kind of hanging out down where it would be naturally, rather than getting a deeper opening. And so in the practice of yin, what we're looking to do is to meet sensation. And we name sensation, that stretch, that, oh, I've got that, I can feel that, I know that. That's something different than just being. It's pushing me, it's challenging me. And so you find that bit of sensation that you can breathe in, that you can take fluid inhale and exhale through the nose without finding a charge in the jaw or without finding a gripping in the hands. So it's a sweet balance of challenging your space, but still finding ease in it. And then you decide, and you need to be still, because the work of a yin pose happens through time and through that sensation, meeting the pockets of gravity and the shape. And so how it starts one way is not how it ends. It's kind of a conversation that just evolves, mostly because we choose to witness it. You're going to take about 5 more breaths, and then out of those 5 breaths, you'll definitely want to put your left palm down in front of your face and ground it like you would for a chaturanga or a plank. And you'll come out of this. You might want to counter it with right arm high. So there's a reach and life through the right arm. Big inhale. And then hand down to exhale. And as you situate your tabletop, breathe in. And then thread your left arm through. Quite a bit of reach to thread. I like a little bit of an angle. A little bit of an angle of the left fingertips to like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, something like that. And then you just lie some weight here onto the outside of the left shoulder, onto the left side of your head. You might put your right hand to sacrum. Try and latch on to the resting parts of anything I'm offering you rather than doing or muscling in. Or you might wrap around, but it needs to hang heavy. You might do that. And you might just find a kind of natural setting to the right arm as well. Inviting you to pick the one that brings about ease of breath, still of body, thus being able to get into the offering of the shape, the seat of it, the asana of it. And with all the work that we've done in the shoulders today, and even in the yang, right? And kind of massaging the shoulder, the rounding of the arms, the lateral stretches, the eagle arms. All of that will feel like something here, even as you rest heavy to the outside of the shoulder. Travel through 5 more breaths with a real awareness to the stillness of your body and thus the quiet of your body and the space in and around your body. And as you're slowly coming out of those breaths to that final exhale, 5th breath, your right palm grounds in front of your face to the mat as it would for a plank pose. To push up, to kick up the left arm for any kind of counter and twist and offering. Breathe in. And then left hand down, breathe out. Curl the toes under. One little yang offering. Hover the knees in tabletop. Breathe in. Send the bum back straight towards the heels. You'll feel work in your thighs. Breathe out. Stay. Inhale. Kick the bum up like an elevator going up. Exhale, down dog. Use all the little nooks and crannies that have been open to articulate this inverted V as best as you can. Maybe you grab, here's an offering, the outside of your mat. You hold on like you're going to rip your mat in two to push your bum up and back. For 3, 2. Come down through the knees. Turn around to sit and face the back of your mat. Make your legs long. Take your block at your lowest height. So if my hand was the floor, that's the way your block is going to appear. It's going to kind of go long with your spine, Right, guys? And you're going to have to find the up and down perfect position of where it goes long to allow your bum to settle down on the floor, to allow this kind of splaying open of your heart center, and then to also allow your head to come down to the floor. So this kind of heart center gets pushed up and opened up a little bit. And then you ride with that. Go arms long. So I'm going to opt for teeing out arms because they'll eventually settle to the ground without any effort. And then you can bring the soles of the feet to the mat if you want to add this on. Knees look up. Breathe in. And then soles of the feet together, knees wide. Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, legs. Breathe out. And we hold this, guys. We hold this. Not the breath, but the shape in a way, without a kind of rigidity, without this kind of need to be perfect in it. So if you could imagine that the shape of your body was even messy, that you were coloring outside of the lines, how would you let go into that shape to not be perfect in it? It's like the cup run over. And that's the vibe I'd like you to explore. And it's not that you get there in a lickety-split second. It's that through each inhale and exhale, you dive a little deeper into less resistance. Less is more. A little bit more of this. You might close your eyes, right? It's always a nice offering, especially if you have a wandering eye that keeps your mind too busy. You might part your jaw. Even let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. You might ungrip your hands. You might literally feel the glutes, your bum cheeks just kind of soften and widen out like a little pool onto your mat. And then you could even just exhale really audibly into all of that. And from that exhale and that space, traveling through whatever breath without necessarily watching it too carefully. In and out. You can get a little less studious, your breath, a little less perfect. Just finding its natural rhythm and way. Allow yourself to travel through about 5 more breaths where you feel the kind of casing of your shoulder blades around that block just heavy a little more, and a little more, and a little more. So really important offer here. You can stay a little longer. If you're not coming out right now, you're firstly going to be really aware that you're going to need to meet a Shavasana. If you are coming out, this is how you do it. You close your knees like a book with the help of your hands to the outside of your legs. You pause there with the soles of the feet to the mat. Right? That pause needs to happen. And then you'll lengthen, your legs long and rest your heels heavy. And then you'll slowly but surely bring a hand to behind the head to lift your chin a little higher than your chest so that that's supported. And when it's up there for a beat or two, you can, with the help of your navel in and belly strong, you can keep your head up there without your hand. And then you can use both hands and forearms and elbows pressed to the mat to sit up. And when you sit up, you take a pause and a beat there. And you remove your block so that you can come down onto your spine to neutral. And neutral might not be perfectly flat because you've got all these natural things happening in your spine. But what you will feel over time is this slower but sure setting of more of your spine coming down to the mat through the imprint of that block that was underneath your back body. And that imprint just disappearing slow and steady through each passing breath. And so again, if you're still in that open heart adjustment of the block underneath your back body, you need to be able to commit to a Shavasana for an important length of time after that pose. As you get into your Shavasana, when it feels right and good for you, there's a bit of breathing room at the armpits that's really useful so that you don't feel all tight through the arms and the torso. And the palms can face up rather than down. Nice gesture. And the toes can fall heavy open rather than trying to point straight up. And again, this kind of messiness of falling into rather than making so. Hips wide. And taking all of the energy and the movement of yang into this final offering of yin. Welcome you to stay here as long as you need, long after we are done with one another for today on this video. And I thank you for coming to the mat at this time. You may find this video long after it's been recorded, but right now we are moving through a pretty big deal in the world where the currency of our breath literally is under attack, right? And so having this very important practice and meeting of breath in your body is super important in terms of meeting this time, but also appreciating what our breath can do for us. So I thank you for bringing yourself to the mat and bringing your breath through and into your poses. And I invite you to continue to practice and appreciate that currency of breath as we move through this crazy uncharted time. Lots of love to you guys. Thanks for the trust. Thanks for the fun. Thanks for participating. Sweet, sweet, sweet namaste to you and yours. Namaste.